Hello YouTube, this is Godzilla 98 Rules and I am here with a surprise toy review. What I'll be reviewing today is the Ultraman powered Gomora. Now, the reason why that I did not show this guy on my last collection update is because at the time he was still on his way from Japan. I've been waiting on him for a little over 2 weeks, but now that he's here, I said I was going to do a toy review of him, and I am. And at the time, I thought about doing an unboxing, but after I heard that it's kind of a overused trend, and I didn't want to follow it, so I decided not to do it. Anyways, let's get started. Detail. Anyways, the detail on this figure is really good. He's got all the wrinkles in his skin right here, all the folds, everything, which looks really fantastic on him. All the way here on his tail. The spikes on his belly here look really nice. His crests look really good. His face looks really, let's see, let me try to get a good vision here. Yeah, there you go. His face looks really good and has a very scary, evil kind of look to it, in my opinion, which I think is really nice. His hands are nice. His feet are nice. And the spikes, let me see if I can get a good view of that. There. The spikes are really good, and they have it's made out of some sort of reflective plastic, which gives off a shiny reflective look to the claws, especially on the elbow spike there and his knee spike, which look really good. And as for the paint job, the paint on this figure is pretty good. It's a little basic in places, but it's still interesting. The main color it has is a dark brown that's all over the figure here, and it's got a little sprayed line of black all the way down his back to the end of his tail here, near to his crests. His crests have a linear pattern going on there at the top, done with a darker brown. And a lighter brown is added to his head as well. His teeth, eyes, and horn and little beak there is a brownish yellow. His toes and his claws are a silver color. And right there on his hand too, and what I don't understand is I kind of went a little sloppy with it, and they didn't bother painting this hand, nor did they bother painting the toes on the back of his feet either. And that's basically the paint job. Anyways, next is articulation. This figure has 5 points of articulation. The arms can go 360 degrees. Just that it's a little. He is very stiff, and he's made out of very hard vinyl, so his joints are very stiff, as you can see right there. And also, it's kind of hard to get through because his folds on his arms like to rub up against his chest there, so I wouldn't recommend to do it a lot, and I'm not just showing articulation. His legs may go 360 degrees, but I don't want to risk it, because if you go up there, you can see it's very stiff and hard. It's because, like I said, same with the arms. It gets up against his spikes there, and it makes it very hard to get up there. But his legs can go back to the other direction, so they probably can go 360 degrees, but I wouldn't try it. The tail has a glue seal, which I haven't been able to break yet, but I'm pretty sure if you manage to break it, which probably wouldn't be a good idea to try, you can probably get some tail articulation. And that's the articulation. And I'm pretty sure you probably noticed now, I'll go ahead and mention it. When I bought this figure, he was a little damaged, but it didn't bother me. Don't know if you can see it there, but right there, he is missing a spike on his belly. Right there. And he is missing an elbow spike. It's been ripped off there, and that's basically the only damage that's on him. Okay, scaling. This figure actually scales up pretty nice for some figures. Since he's an Ultraman figure, let's start with the only other Ultraman monster I got. Here is the Bandai Japan Gearus. And I actually think this scales up pretty well because, well, it's okay. Because the Ultraman Power Gomora, I believe, is supposed to be around 180 meters, while Gearus is about 45 meters, so really, Gomora would be about around that size to Gearus or so. But this still looks good. I think it could work. Let's try Jet Jaguar. Again, probably not perfect because Gomora's about 180 meters and not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that Jet Jaguar's around 50 meters or so, since he is about the same size as Godzilla and Megalon, and Godzilla's Megalon, so I still think it could work. Maybe it's an idea for a crossover with Ultraman, maybe, I don't know. Just some ideas. Okay. Now, let's try the 1954 Godzilla. Again, like I said, probably wouldn't work very well since he's 180 meters and the first Godzilla is only 50 meters, but they still look good together. Classic Godzilla versus, well, he's not a classic Gomora, but yeah, I like it. Now, okay, overall, the detail is really gorgeous, and I really do love it. It's just beautiful. The paint job is basic, but it's still very nice. The articulation is stiff, but it's okay. Anyways, I'll give him a 5 out of 5. And thank you, and this is Godzilla 98 Rule signing out.